if you notice in the trailer, it's Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
They announced that it was going to be Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, the Trinity, which obviously for everybody.
But
you have Flash, Cyborg.
Are they supposed to be in it though?
Yeah,
like a little dip in.
And this is the thing; it's the exact same thing with Zack Snyder did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
That Joss Whedon did with Avengers 2, because Falcon wasn't in the mix. And he actually appeared.
But Cheeto was there too. Cheeto. She sounds like Cheeto, I'm sorry. Like Cheeto even comes in at the end of the movie with Nick Fury, and Falcon doesn't. Yeah. Obviously because, he's tied up with Bucky. Yeah. But I mean, like, even in,
because they're doing the exact same thing.
Jesse Eisenberg still. Yeah. Lex Luthor. He was the only other person we got shots of, if we're going villain sides too.
And the thing is because it actually looks like he's wearing a wig. Like it literally looks
wig.
like a really
Jesse's
like
thrift
shop.
Yeah,
like a thrift shop wig.
Yeah,
or some
it was 99 cents. But
it's like buy one get one free kind
of situation. Question then, BOGO. My question then is, who is the main? Like, who's the focal point of this film? Who's your villain? Who's your protagonist? Like, I think maybe part of just like the whole propaganda and the whole selling advertising point of the film, like you were saying, just subliminally with the trailers, one was more about Superman, one was more about Batman, just to have fun with it, is to get people to pick sides. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the whole, I think that's the whole point of the movie. And that's why they're bringing Wonder Woman in the mix. It's like I was saying earlier, it was like Batman goes in, he's about to smash Superman. Superman's about to kill Batman, but Wonder Woman's like, hey, stop that crap. Let's do this.
It looks like
we can work together.
It looks like Lex gets his hands on some kryptonite. Yeah, and I don't know if Batman,
doesn't he always?
But yeah, that's true. You can't have him without finding kryptonite. You got it from Heisenberg or something.
And if you look at the trailer, I think the guy that's swimming in deep, I think it's him. I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
That part,
like those scenes that it was just like all of a sudden like somebody swimming and there's somebody in the horse and like horses and shit like that.
And James Cameron dove under the sea.
Some Avatar kind of shit.
But that's what happens in the comics too. Is like Batman knows like to have fail safes against everyone, and he knows kryptonite. He'll take this guy down. So it does maybe or maybe not. He gets a hold of it so he can fight him. I don't know, because he has that mecha suit. And maybe it does come to that where Superman's just like about to deliver the death blow and Wonder Woman's like, stop, we got to do a Justice League.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop. There's like 9 more movies. So kill each other later. But the whole tag of Batman versus Superman, you could have called it Dawn of Justice, and they both could have been in it. But I think that's the whole point of the film, is the selling point is to be like, choose a side, and that's kind of hard because then more people are like, well, Batman for the win, because Man of Steel was like down the toilet, if you liked it or not, It's
like, but Superman this, but Batman that, but who will win in a battle? Technically, that's how the movie's gonna end up being, because to be honest, like I said, I'm a Batman fan, hardcore, no matter what.
I just don't know Superman enough to really be like
I know Superman. I know Superman a little bit, but I know Superman enough to actually go into the Batman area. Yeah. Just because, again, for me, somebody that has trained himself into perfection has a lot more reputation to me than somebody that was just born that way.
I think the Superman that we get here from Man of Steel, you could compare it in a lot of ways to like the Thor movie, the first Thor movie, because Thor was arrogant, he was young, he was really dumb, he just got there, he didn't really know what he was doing. Yeah. And when you watch Man of Steel, it's the same way. He lets buildings be destroyed, he's kind of weird with his powers, he's trying to like learn it as he's a kid, he doesn't really understand how to protect people, he doesn't know, because at the end of the movie is when he starts doing the alter ego of Clark and whatnot. But when you watch, some of the other Superman films and he gets a hold of it, then he starts learning, how to do it better. And I'm like, as bad as Man of Steel might have been, maybe this film is one of those like things where either Zack had it planned or he knows he's making up for the sins of the first movie by saying, let's
connect
it and say Superman's learning. Like, he's not the poster child we know him to be. He's not the hero of it all. He makes the right decisions. He is justice. Like, if we throw Batman in there and we show a little bit of what, hardcore true justice that Batman throws down, which is not killing people and doing the right thing, then it's like it's a possible way to teach Superman what it is that he puts into effect. Because everybody was surprised.
So you're just saying that in the Batman vs Superman, it's all about Batman giving a spanking to fucking Superman. That's essentially what it is.
Hey, in a way, yeah, because people were surprised. So you're grounded. Like spoiler alert, like if you didn't see Man of Steel, stop now. But he cracks Zod's neck at the end of the film.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of dope because I was just like, ooh, no, he didn't. And everyone else was like, no, that's not what Superman is.
Exactly.
He couldn't do it. But that was the point, was he didn't know what to do. And he breaks down, and Lois is like, there, child. Because he is like...
They do like a whole Scarlett Johansson with Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Situations like
I got you, boo. Because Superman is like a child in that film. He doesn't... he has his... the farm in his childhood, but he doesn't really have a real father. He doesn't really have a mother per se, besides, what's her face, the Kents,
Which, by the way, my opinion, the Kent family is the most asshole family I've ever seen in a movie.
Oh,
have you thought about it? Okay,
they have a nice farm, though.
Let's think about this. Let's think about this real quick. Man of Steel. Yeah. What did what's his name? The father? I forgot his name.
I don't even know. Martha Kent?
Martha. This is not Batman.
Oh,
sorry. So the father, technically the father that was
Mr. Clark.
Mr.
There
Kent.
We go.
Mr.
Kent. Until I remember.
Let's go ahead and put Mr. and Mrs. Kent. All right, Mr. Kent.
We're fired.
Went ahead. What did he say in the movie?
That was Kevin Costner played him.
Okay.
All right.
It doesn't matter. You don't know the character's movie.
Well, now I know his face.
All right. So, Mr. Kent.
Yeah.
What he said to Clark when he saved the kids from the bus. What did he say? Do you remember?
Oh, he did like a Frozen thing, the conceal, don't feel, didn't he?
Exactly. He was like, why do you did it? Let those kids die.
They all wanted him to know the real world. Oh,
yeah.
he did, didn't he?
Yeah, he was like,
let Timmy die. See? Take his Lunchable, let him drown.
See what I'm saying? There's like these... But think about this. Man of Steel... Mr. Kent goes ahead and says, fuck these kids, let them die, let them drown, take all the Lunchables and keep going. You shouldn't have done the shit that you did. You shouldn't have saved them. Now you get in the Batman v Superman trailer, and it's Mrs. Kent talking to Superman. Yeah. He's like, and then she goes...
She said, that's messed up, too.
That's what I'm saying.
She says, be whatever you want them to be. And that's like...
You don't owe this world nothing.
Yeah.
Fuck this world. After everything I gave you. You fuck this world. You don't owe them shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, the Kent family...
Terrible parenting.
Kent family is probably the worst.
But that's what I meant, though, about Batman being like a child in his first film, and even into this, Superman. Because he doesn't really know what he's doing on this planet. Yeah. Everyone will reject him because they're afraid of him and they're fearing the unknown. So he's going to go around thinking he's doing good, when in actuality, he's doing a little bit of bad. Yeah. And that's why I said, Batman needs to come in and give him a spanking and say, this is actually true justice, and maybe he'll learn from it. That's why I'm saying dawn of justice, the beginning of justice. You know what I mean? But in a way, you watch them rub off of each other because Batman then goes, well, maybe I am needed. Maybe there are bigger things because of Superman that I need to be involved with. And I could learn a thing or two from him.
Yeah.
But that's why I didn't have a problem with him killing off Zod. Yeah. I didn't have a problem with the way
which for some reason they're gonna go ahead and bring that story back and
Batman. They had his like frozen head. I'm like, what are you doing?
Where they grab that fucking body from? Like, didn't they take that back at the end of the movie? They took it back to somewhere.
I don't know why Superman didn't like, how is he in a body bag somewhere?
My question is,
why wouldn't
they only showed the face, so that means that he's looking backwards in the face? Since Superman
are they trying to Medusa his head back so he can shoot beams? Like, is Jesse Eisenberg's weave wearing ass gonna
it's
hold
gonna
his
be
head
Jesse
around?
Eisenberg's Green Lantern.
It really is. It's gonna be like Clash of the Titans. He's just gonna be like bzz, bzz, shooting people he doesn't like. But I don't understand. Like, would Superman just leave him there?
I don't know.
Like, what are they?
I guess we'll go ahead and find out more.
I guess they would do DNA tests on him to figure out how he's that powerful, to figure out how to stop Superman.
Would you think this is a plan from Bruce Wayne or Jesse?
No, I think that's some Luthor stuff because he would try to figure out ways to take down Superman, and that would be pitting Batman against him by making it look like Superman is in the wrong no matter what he does. And I think maybe he does experiments with kryptonite on Zod's body or his head.
Do you think at one point Bruce Wayne will actually come in the mix and be like, oh, you got kryptonite and that actually controls Superman? Let me get some of that real quick.
I think that maybe in one of those like juicy teaser scenes or at the very end, you'll see him like in the Batcave like shoveling away some kryptonite for like an emergency plan if he need it, even though he made peace with Superman like at the end of it.
It's a Batman thing to do. I don't know if you've ever seen Justice League Doom. Have you ever seen that movie?
I think I saw a little bit of
Justice League for anybody who doesn't know, Justice League Doom.
DC makes fantastic animated films.
That movie,
you should definitely watch them.
What definitely goes in this movie, what actually happens in this movie is that Batman, somebody hacks the Batcave and finds out that somebody has a file of how to kill every member of the Justice League.
Yeah, it's Batman.
Yeah, and it was actually Batman who has the file.
Plans. Yeah, which I think is right because that's how
everybody goes rogue.
When you work with people who are that powerful that can just level cities, he wants to know that he has a way to bring justice to every wrongdoer.
So, do you think? Now, my question is: do you think that after Justice League, they will actually go to this point? Like they will actually
come back.
Come back to
fighting each other?
Not come back to fighting each other, but to actually get to this part in which, Batman actually knows how to kill everybody in here. That's why they're putting all these characters in the movie. Like that's one of the things that is actually bothering me about Batman vs Superman. They have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, but at the same time, when are they going to incorporate Cyborg, Flash, and Aquaman? What are they going to do? Like at the end of the fight, you're going to hear a dolphin, and then all of a sudden in the background, you hear "Booyah! Catch me if you can!" kind of situation.
Like Superman just get covered in lobsters. But I feel like that's the kind of ground that Marvel's treading on right now, is whether or not to always have their heroes work together or have them do their civil war. You know, have them fight. But I feel like that's what people start finding beef with, like people I've talked to about the Avengers movie, that they were like, I love Guardians. And I love Guardians. Yeah. Like, for real. I love Winter Soldier. But then they said, I didn't love Ultron as much. Hear me out on this one, though, because I felt weird when I saw Age of Ultron, because I said, I was really looking forward to this. Everybody was, because they're like, James Spader? Yeah. Like, Ultron? Like, New Avengers? I was looking forward to the second Avengers, the first Avengers, got done. Yeah. Like, when they were in the first Avengers movie, I was like, the second one, though, gonna be dope. So,
and even in the second one, like, after you watched Age of Ultron, I was like, oh my god, Infinity Wars.
Yeah, I was like, hype. But I got a weird feeling from it, and I started talking to people about it to figure out why they didn't, really like it all the way.
Yeah.
And I was just getting the same sort of reactions that they were like, I don't really like how the Avengers just bicker at each other the whole time. Like, all they kind of do is they're like, Thor chokes him out. And because have you ever seen that super cut online of all the times that, like, Stark and Robert Downey Jr. in his films gets, like, choked out or hands to his face? It's wicked funny. YouTube it. But I'm like, yeah, that is true. I'm like, it kind of gets annoying that, like, I know they're all weird and they're all different people, like the Guardians were, but at one point the Guardians worked flawlessly together, and they were all misfits, but they worked. I said, it's annoying with the Avengers because nothing ever just works for them. So I said, is that the pony that they're going to ride the whole time, and then into Civil War, and then maybe they get back up on it later when Thanos comes in, and he's just like, you're all dead, and they're like, shit, let's get together. You come here, come on, you two. And that's the same thing here. Like you were just saying, are they really going to reconcile their relationship between Batman and Superman at the end of the film? Or is Batman going to be tucking away kryptonite in his belt and Superman's like, I'm feeling fatigued. Like, what's going on? And he's just like, you're dead, mother trucker. Or are they going to add everybody, do the same Marvel thing where they bicker and then they get together? Or are they going to be more of a solid team, more of a true Justice League? And then in the background you see that Batman's got a kill list, and when the second Justice League movie, Aquaman's using the Bat computer, and he says, "Holy crap, he's gonna kill us all!" Yeah, and then he, throws a dolphin at him, like
a killer orc,
just
completely kills.
But that's what I've been getting, and then when I watched Age of Ultron for a second time, I said, I gotta agree. It does get annoying that, like, I know Scarlet Witch messed with the Hulk, but then he just starts going off again, and then, they're all fighting about what to do about the gem, and about this, and then the scepter, and then, Vision comes out, and I'm like, that's great, because I love Paul Bettany and the Vision, but it's the same thing I don't want to see happen here, where I'm like, I want to see them work together. Like, as much as I want to keep it realistic that these people might not work so great together, like team building
they're together.
But I want to see them be a team.
Yeah.
I want to see the Avengers come in and kick a whole lot of butt, because that's the best part of the films. Is when they do that pan around shot, and you're like, yo, it's going down. Like, from the first Avengers, like, that's what was so great, is when he did the pan shot, and all of them work together. I don't want to see them bitch at each other for an hour.
So you're looking for something like that with the Justice League movie.
Yeah, I'm looking for this to be like that tip-off of their fighting, but I at least want, at some point, when they're adding all their characters, for them to really get it glued down so they work as a team, because that, I feel, is much more enjoyable than watching them. Like, I don't want to watch a Jerry Springer superhero movie. I don't want it to be like, yo, you didn't know Batman was Wonder Woman? He is not the father. And then Aquaman's like, it was me, and they're like, no, it wasn't. He was like, yeah, it wasn't.
Like, all of a sudden you see the baby swimming, just like, it's like, oh shit,
it was him. Oh my gosh, Selena Kyle, it was your baby. But I want to see fluidity. I want to see the team really being a team.
Okay,
and then that's why the end, like, post credit punch of him, like, coming up with plans to kill everybody in case, works so well. Because you go, Batman knows that one day this could go bad, and he's got a plan. Because Ben Affleck's Batman does seem like an older, cynical Batman.
Like he knows.
That he'll work with them eventually, but he knows if shit hits the fan, that, he's got batarangs for everybody.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like, shing, you're going down.
No, for real. Like, so... What would you say? Like, final thoughts on the Batman vs Superman trailer? Or the actual, like, how the movie's gonna
My final thoughts is that they've released a lot of stuff before this about, pictures and ideas and things from the film, and it was very early because they kept trying to push it back too, because they kept making the idea bigger and bigger, and it looks like that paid off waiting because it looks better every time. My initial thing is, let me see the next trailer, and then let me wait for the film. Like, let's not make too many speculations about what it's going to be. Let's wait to see more things about it. But at this point, I will say I have gone the complete opposite direction on it, from being a very, negative person saying that's never going to work, to actually believing that a film like this could work very solidly.
Definitely.
From DC, from Zach of all people. I didn't enjoy every single one of his films. I do like Watchmen, because I do think as a very decent retelling of it. It's a very long film that works well, and visually and tonally. But I do think that, they're all working with him and with everything to make a film that really feels unique.
Okay.
That I'm sold on at this point.
Okay.
I will buy a ticket.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, definitely. I'm actually going to go 50-50 on this one with you. I definitely think that the movie is going to be a great movie. Now, will I watch the next trailer? No. I will actually wait until the movie comes out. Like, I don't want Zack Snyder to do the exact same thing Joss Whedon did.
What do you mean?
Avengers 2 was, like, you almost saw the whole movie in all the trailers that they released. There were so many Avengers trailer that it was just insane.
You already knew that Scarlet Witch by the end would fight with them and Quicksilver.
Exactly.
I think it would have been better if you saw the first one. You were like, no strings on me, holy buckets, But
and that's it.
That's actually a good idea, because by now we've gotten a good chunk of what the film will look like for Batman and Superman.
And the biggest thing for me was I wanted to know what was the direction that Zack Snyder was going for,
and we could see it.
And definitely, like, I see that Batman is angry at Superman, and Superman still
doesn't know how to go. Yeah, and he's still being kiddish.
And Batman it's being there just to give him a spanking, and just grounding him for life for everything that he did to Metropolis. And I just see a great movie. I see a lot of potential.
Yeah.
I can't believe they actually brought my favorite character to life after Christopher Nolan's
Definitely he owns, worthy retelling.
Oh yeah. Christopher Nolan owned his Batman, but Zack Snyder is owning his.
I'll
his
tell you
story.
what. To leave us with, I think that as much as we have faith behind their incarnation of Batman, I still think that they have an ace up their sleeve that is Superman. That he will provide a different sort of story than Man of Steel was, and he'll actually be a little bit of a surprise. Like, that's something to not watch another trailer for, to wait for. That maybe they'll have something else cooked up for Superman that we don't see coming.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just the Easter eggs that were in this trailer were just enough for me to be like, okay, you got me. You got my money. Like, I'm definitely going to go ahead and buy a movie for the premiere.
Box office money galore.
All day. And I'll definitely be enjoying the hell out of this movie just with this trailer.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, we got to order a pizza. You know that stuffed crust life. So this has been the very first episode of the S&D podcast. Be sure to check out our Facebook fan page, our Instagram page, our YouTube page where we'll be posting this, and we will have more episodes periodically. Until then, see you later.
Bye-bye.